Hi everyone, myself Dr. P. Soumya, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Chemistry, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. In this session, I am going to cover the topic structure and function of ecosystem. So, in this session, I am going to cover the topics what is the definition of ecosystem, types of ecosystem, structure of ecosystem, and function of ecosystem. In that function of ecosystem, I will discuss about productivity, decomposition, energy flow, nutrient cycling. So this ecosystem, this was first coined by A.G. Tansley. So this first ecosystem term was first used by A.G. Tansley. So this ecosystem consisting of two words. So ecosystem, it is consisting of two words. So eco and system. Eco and system. Eco means environment. Eco means environment. System means interaction. System means interaction. So ecosystem means environment interaction. So ecosystem, it is divided into, it is having two words, eco and system. Eco means environment, system means interaction. So ecosystem means environment interaction. So ecosystem definition, it is according to E.P. Odom, an American ecologist. So the ecosystem, it is the basic functional unit of organism. It is a ecosystem, it is a basic functional unit of organisms. So and their environment interacting with each other, and their environment interacting with each other and with their own components. So, according to E.P. Odom, that is the ecosystem, it is the basic functional unit of organism and their environment interaction. So, with each other. So, this is ecosystem definition. So, it is a basic functional unit of organism and environment. Ecosystem means it is the interaction of environment and also organism with each other. So example, grassland, forest, aquarium, pond, lake, river and ocean. So examples of ecosystems: grassland ecosystem, forest ecosystem, aquarium ecosystem, pond and lake, river ecosystem. So here, so the different types of ecosystems are there: grassland ecosystem, forest ecosystem, ocean ecosystem. So ecosystem, it is a basic functional unit of organism. So it is and their environment interaction with each other. So that is ecosystem. So types of ecosystem. So this ecosystem, it is divided into two types: terrestrial and aquatic. Terrestrial ecosystem and aquatic ecosystem. So this terrestrial ecosystem again divided into, so this is it is divided into three types: forest ecosystem, grassland ecosystem and desert ecosystem. So here terrestrial ecosystem, it includes the forest ecosystem, grassland ecosystem and desert ecosystem. So aquatic ecosystem, it is it includes pond ecosystem, lake ecosystem, so wetland, river and estuary ecosystems. So these are the types of ecosystem. The ecosystem, it is divided into terrestrial and aquatic ecosystem. Aquatic ecosystem, it includes a pond, lake, wetland, river and estuary ecosystems. So terrestrial ecosystems, these are these includes forest ecosystem, grassland ecosystem, desert ecosystems. So coming to the structure of ecosystem, ecosystem, it is having abiotic and biotic components. So this is having abiotic components as well as biotic components. Biotic components. So by abiotic, it is nothing but non-living components. Abiotic means it is nothing but non-living components. Biotic means it is living components. So it is a ecosystem. It is divided into two types: abiotic and biotic. Abiotic and biotic. So here abiotic means non-living. Non-living. Biotic means living components. Biotic means living components. So abiotic these are, so examples of abiotic components are, so here non-living components are soil, water, light, inorganic nutrients and weather. So the soil, water, light, sunlight, inorganic nutrients and weather, these are coming under abiotic or non-living components of ecosystem. So here biotic are living components of ecosystem. So examples of this biotic ecosystem, producers and consumers. So these all living organisms come under biotic components. Examples: animals, plants, and microorganisms. So these another, so here another name of these biotic components are producers and consumers. Producers and consumers. So it is ecosystem. It is containing two components: abiotic component and biotic component. Abiotic, it is nothing but non-living component. Examples of non-living components are soil, water, light, no, inorganic nutrients and weather. Biotic components means living organisms such as plants, animals and microorganisms. So they are also called as producers and consumers. So this is the structure of ecosystem. So biotic components means, from nutrition point of view, the biotic components of ecosystem can be grouped into three categories. So here these biotic components are nothing but living components. So here from the nutrition point of view, the biotic based on the nutrition point of view, the biotic components of ecosystem, these can be grouped into three categories, like producers, consumers and decomposers. Producers, consumers, decomposers. Producers, consumers and decomposers. So producers nothing but plants, consumers nothing but animals, and decomposers nothing but microorganisms. So here based on the nutrition point of view, biotic components of ecosystem, these are grouped into three categories. So first one is producers, consumers and decomposers. So producers, so these are mainly grasses of the family Gramineae. So a large variety of herbs, some shrubs and scattered trees. So producers nothing but grass and plants. So these are mainly grasses of the family Gramineae, and a large variety of herbs, shrubs, scattered trees. So these are producers. These are producers. So consumers means herbivores such as, consumers nothing but herbivores such as grazing mammals. Grazing mammals. So cows, sheep, deer, rabbit, buffaloes. Cows, sheep, rabbit, buffaloes, these are grazing mammals. So these are herbivores. So these are grazing mammals. So these will eat the producers like grasses and herbs and shrubs and scattered trees. So these consumers examples are herbivores such as grazing mammals, like examples of grazing mammals are cows, sheep, deer, rabbit and buffalo. Insects like uh, Destercus and Coccinella, so etc. These are the insects for consumers. Examples of insects for consumers: some termites and millipedes. These are also primary consumers. Termites and millipedes. So these are the primary consumers. So the animals like fox, jackals, snakes, frogs, lizards, birds, these are also so consumers. So these are carnivores feeding on herbivores. So these are carnivores uh, feeding on herbivores. So these are secondary consumers of the grassland ecosystem. These are the secondary consumers of the grassland ecosystems. And hogs occupied the tertiary trophic level of tertiary trophic level as these feed on secondary consumers. So here in these consumers we have primary consumers and secondary consumers. So primary consumers examples are some grazing mammals and insects. So grazing mammals and insects. So grazing mammals mammals and insects. So these are examples of primary consumers. Primary consumers. So for secondary consumers, so here's like the animals like fox, jackals, snakes, frogs, lizards, birds. So these are our secondary consumers. Secondary consumers. So these producers are examples of producers are grasses and trees, herbs and shrubs. So for consumers, these consumers, so these are two types of consumers are there: primary consumers and secondary consumers. So primary consumers, so examples are grazing mammals and insects. So these are primary consumers of herbs, producers, and secondary consumers are examples like animals like fox, jackals, snakes, frogs, lizards, and birds. So these are carnivores feeding on herbivores. So these are come under secondary consumers. So decomposers means these include bacteria of death and decay. So the decomposers includes microorganisms like bacteria. So these include bacteria of death and decay, molds, and fungi like Mucorpenicillium, Aspergillus, and Rhizopus, etc. So these buoying the when these moving the minerals back to the soil to be available to the producers again. So these bacteria and micro fungi. So these are decomposing the material. So these are used as a bacteria of death or decay. These are used for a decay of food or decay of some compound, and these are again giving minerals to minerals and minerals back to the soil. Minerals back to the soil. These are available to the producers again. So here, so these decomposers decomposing the plants or animals, dead plants or animals, any other compounds into the useful minerals, into useful minerals which are used again by the producers, which are again used by producers. Decomposers are used for the decomposing of the material or deadly material. So this is again giving the minerals, useful minerals to the soil. So again these minerals are used by the producers. So this is the ecosystem, the decomposers, producers and consumers. Stratification means the vertical distribution of different species. The vertical distribution of different species occupying different levels is called as stratification. So here vertical distribution of different species occupying different levels is called as stratification. So examples of stratification is trees occupy top vertical strata. So trees occupy top vertical strata or layer of forest. Shrubs the second, and herbs and grasses occupy the bottom layers. So in this stratification means vertical distribution of different species occupying different levels is called as stratification. So example of stratification is trees occupy top vertical strata. So trees occupy top vertical strata or layer of a forest, and shrubs, these will occupy second layer. Herbs and grasses also these are occupy bottom layers. So this is the tropical forest stratification example. So stratification means vertical distribution of different species occupying different levels it is called as stratification. So here function of ecosystem. Function of ecosystem, it is the components of the ecosystem are seen to function as a unit when we consider the following aspects. So these aspects are, the following aspects are productivity, decomposition, energy flow, and nutrient cycling. The components of the ecosystem are seen to function as a unit when we consider the following aspects. So productivity, decomposition, energy flow, nutrient cycling. Productivity means the rate of biomass production is called as productivity. Productivity means the rate of biomass production. Rate of biomass production, it is called as productivity. Units of productivity are per gram square per year or kilocalorie per meter square per year. So per gram square per year or kilocalorie per meter square per year. So productivity means the rate of biomass production. The rate of biomass production is called as productivity. So gross primary productivity. Gross primary productivity means the rate of production of organic matter during photosynthesis. It is called as gross primary productivity. The rate of production of organic matter during photosynthesis. Gross primary productivity means the rate of production of organic matter during photosynthesis is called gross primary productivity. So gross GPP, gross primary productivity, this is also called as GPP. So equal to total energy fixed. Total energy fixed. Net PP, that is NPP, equal to GPP minus respiration. So gross PP, gross primary productivity minus respiration, it will give the net primary productivity. Secondary productivity means the rate of formation of new organic matter. The rate of formation of new organic matter by consumers, it is called as secondary productivity. The rate of formation of new organic matter by consumers, it is called as secondary productivity. So primary productivity means the rate of production of organic matter by photosynthesis is called as gross primary productivity. Secondary productivity means the rate of formation of new organic matter by consumers. It is called as secondary productivity. This is about productivity. Productivity means the rate of biomass production. So that is called as productivity. Gross primary productivity means rate of production of organic matter during photosynthesis. Gross secondary productivity means the rate of formation of new organic matter by consumers is called as secondary productivity. So second aspect is decomposition. The breakdown of complex organic matter into inorganic substances like carbon dioxide, water and nutrients, and the process is called as decomposition. The breakdown of complex organic matter into inorganic substances like carbon dioxide, water and nutrients in the process, it is called as decomposition. So here decomposition means breakdown of a complex organic matter into inorganic substances like carbon dioxide, water and nutrients. So decomposition of organic matter into breakdown of complex organic matter into inorganic matter like carbon dioxide, water and nutrients. So the process is called as a decomposition process. In this decomposition, so this steps in decomposition, it involves fragmentation and leaching, catabolism, humidification and mineralization. So 5 steps are involved in the decomposition process. First process is fragmentation, second process is leaching, third process is catabolism, humidification and mineralization. So final step is mineralization step. So here complex organic matter, it is converted into inorganic matter like carbon dioxide, water and nutrients like minerals. So here decomposition cycle in a terrestrial ecosystem. So here trees grows in the soil. Trees grows in the soil. So the in generally trees grows in the soil. So a green leaf falls to the ground. So generally the green leaves falls on the ground. Some are eaten by the insects and other by the animals. So some leaves are eaten by the insects and some other leaves are eaten by the animals. So nutrients and energy enter food web. So nutrients and energy enter into food web. So here some are eaten by the insects, some are eaten by the animals. So some nutrients leach into soil by chemical action. Some nutrients leach into nutrients leach into soil by chemical action. So here then it will form organic rich soil. Then it will form organic rich soil. So organic rich soil, it will give nutrients to the again trees. Organic rich soil, it will again give to the minerals to the trees. So in if the leaves are eaten by the insects, so these insects are so these leaves partially consumed by the decomposers such as fungi and bacteria, they begin to lose form and become litter. So further decomposition by earthworms, bacteria, soil, and mites and fungi. So if we take a tree, so on the soil, so trees grows in the soil. So some green leaves, if some green leaves are falls on the ground, some are eaten by the insects, some other are eaten by the animals. So some are left over on the soil. So here, so the leftover soil, the leftover, mm, the leftover leaves are these are so partially consumed by decomposers. These are partially consumed by decomposers such as fungi and bacteria. So they begin to lose form and become litter. So after further, so these are further decomposition takes place by the earthworms and bacteria, soil, mites and fungi. So then we will get organic rich soil, organic rich soil. So this is one of the process. This organic rich soil again, it will give minerals to the tree. So another process is, so if some of the leaves are eaten by the insects, so some nutrients leach into the soil by chemical action. So then we will get organic rich soil. So again this organic rich soil, it will give minerals to the trees. So this is the decomposition cycle in a terrestrial ecosystem. So decomposition is nothing but breakdown of organic matter into inorganic matter like CO2, water and minerals. So here this is the decomposition cycle in terrestrial ecosystem. So energy flow, another aspect is energy flow. The flow of energy, it is one way direction from producer to consumer and ends in decomposition process. So if we see the flow of energy diagram, it is the one way direction from producers to consumers and it ends in the decomposition process. So however, a part of the energy, it is lost as a heat and agrees with the phenomenon of second law of thermodynamics. So energy flow, so that is flow of energy, it is one way direction from producers to consumers, means it ends in decomposition process. So however, part of energy, it is lost by heat. Part of energy, it is lost as a heat energy and it is agrees, it obeys with the phenomenon of second law of thermodynamics. So this is the grazing food chain. It is a grazing food chain on ecosystem. So here we have primary producers, primary consumers and secondary consumers. So here grazing food chain, it is in energy flow is it is flows like bottom, top to bottom, bottom to top. So grass, so this is a primary producer, grass, it is a producer. So it is consumed by primary consumer like goat. So this goat, that is a primary consumer, it is consumed by secondary consumer like man. So this is a grazing food chain, grass to goat, goat to man. So producer to primary consumer to secondary consumer. This is a grazing food chain pyramid. So detritus food chain. So detritus food chain, it is a non-living particulate organic material, including the bodies or fragments of dead organisms as well as fecal materials. So decomposers are heterotrophic organisms, also called as saprotrophs. So examples: fungi and bacteria. So here detritus, it is a non-living particulate organic material. It is a non-living. It is a non-living particulate organic material. It includes the bodies of or fragments. It is includes the bodies or fragments of dead organisms as well as fecal material. So detritus food chain means so it is a non-living detritus means it is non-living particulate organic material, includes bodies or fragments of dead organisms. So decomposers are heterotrophs. Decomposers, so these are heterotrophs organisms. These are also called as saprotrophs. So examples of decomposers are fungi and bacteria. Fungi and bacteria. In this is a dead material. So then this primary detritus feeder, so this will taken by the primary detritus feeder. So after that secondary detritus feeder consumed by secondary detritus feeder. So this is a detritus food chain of ecosystem. So next one is food web of ecosystem. So a food web depicts various feeding connections in ecological community. So these are naturally interconnected food chains make a food web. So here food web, it is a depicts various feeding connections. It depicts the various feeding connections in ecological community. It is a food web. So if we see that read, it is so this is consumed by goat. So after that this goat is so this is consumed by secondary consumers like jackal and lion. So here this is and also these trees are these green plants are consumed by mouse like primary consumers, so and rabbits. So these these primary consumers, so these are consumed by secondary consumers like wild animals like wild cat and lion. So here this is mouse is consumed by owl. So if we see the mouse is consumed by secondary consumer like snake and so kite. So these are the food web. Means this food web depicts various feeding connections in ecological community. So here natural interconnected food chains make a food web. It is a food web. So trophic level. So trophic level, it is the position of an organism it occupies in the community or a food chain. Food chain. So trophic level, it is a position of organism it occupies in a community or food chain. It is a trophic level means it is the position of an organism it occupies in the community or a food chain. So if we see the producers, it is the producer. We are having producers like grass, insects. So secondary consumers like rats. So tertiary consumers are so here like eagles. So here we are having this is the trophic level. So here each are having their position, their separate position. So here trophic level, it is the position of organism it occupies in the community or a food chain. So here producers, these are producing so 1000 kilocalorie. So primary consumer, that is 100 kilocalorie, secondary consumer, so it is 10 kilocalorie, so tertiary consumer 1 kilocalorie. So here energy is flowing from bottom to top. So energy flow in different trophic levels. If we have discussed about trophic level, so it is energy flow in different trophic level. So sun, it will give heat energy, and this is the sunlight also light, heat and light. So sun, it will produces heat and light. So light is used for the photosynthesis. So first, so heat also, it will produce heat also. So first trophic level of producer is plants. We know that the first level of trophic level, it is the producer, that is plants. So here second level, so it heat energy. Second trophic level, primary consumers. Secondary trophic levels are primary consumers, herbivores. So third trophic level, secondary consumers, carnivores. So fourth trophic level, tertiary consumers. So first level is producers, second level is primary consumers, secondary consumers, and tertiary consumers. Primary consumers also called as herbivores. So here secondary consumers, carnivores, tertiary consumers, carnivore, top carnivores. So here, so this is also here by this heat energy, heat, and so these are plants are plants are consumed by insects. These insects are consumed by birds. So these primary or the secondary consumers. These secondary consumers are consumed by tertiary consumers by giving heat energy, by the loss of heat energy. So here this is also by the plants. So we can get so other consumers like secondary. So here with the loss of heat energy, so energy is flowing from the producers to primary consumers to secondary consumers to the tertiary consumers. So here heat energy or heat energy, it is flowing from producers to tertiary consumers. So this is the energy flow in different trophic levels. So ecological pyramids. So ecological pyramid, it is a graphical representation of trophic levels in the given ecosystem. We know that we have seen the energy flow in the trophic levels. So ecological pyramids means ecological pyramid, it is a graphical representation of trophic levels in a given ecosystem. So ecological pyramids, so here pyramid of number and pyramid of biomass, pyramid of energy. So this is a graphical representation. So it is having pyramid of number, pyramid of biomass, and pyramid of energy. So pyramid of numbers means it is a pyramid of biomass in a sea. It is also generally inverted because the biomass of fishes far exceeds that of phytoplankton. So pyramid of biomass in a sea. Pyramid of biomass in sea, it is also generally inverted. It is generally inverted because of the biomass of fishes far exceeds that phytoplankton. So this is a pyramid of numbers. Pyramid of numbers. So here trees and primary consumers and secondary consumers. So this indicates the pyramid of numbers. Pyramid of biomass. Pyramid of biomass in a sea. It is also generally inverted because the biomass of fishes far exceeds of phytoplankton. So in pyramid of biomass, it is inverted. Pyramid of numbers, it is normal. It is not inverted. Pyramid of biomass, it is inverted because of biomass of fishes far exceeds that of phytoplankton. So if we see the producers, it is in like inverted pyramid. So producers, so these are producing 4 gram per meter square herbivores, 8 grams per meter square carnivore, 12 grams per meter square. So this is a pyramid, inverted pyramid in aquatic system, that is pyramid of biomass. So it is generally inverted because the biomass of fishes far exceeds that of phytoplankton. Next pyramid is pyramid of energy. Pyramid of energy, it is always upright. Pyramid of energy, it is always upright. Pyramid of biomass, it is always inverted. So pyramid of energy, it is always upright. It can be, it cannot, it can be, it can never be inverted. So if we see first trophic level, producer, second trophic level, primary consumer, third trophic level, secondary consumer, tertiary, fourth trophic level, that is tertiary consumer. So this is a pyramid of energy. Pyramid of energy. So pyramid of energy, it is always upright, it can never be inverted. So it is a first trophic level, it is a producer, second trophic level primary consumers, third trophic level, that is secondary consumer, tertiary, fourth trophic level, it is tertiary consumer. So this is about types of ecosystem and functions of ecosystem. So this is the reference, and thank you so much.
Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.